Alright, so third time's a charm? Yikes. Alright, I've made this video for what seems like a million times by now. But, and I've said I'm back a number of times, and the first time it was like I was getting my life together. I went back to school, and then I finished school, and then I was like, I'm back. I finished school, and then it was like I started working 6 days a week and doing massage therapy and bartending and trying to make things work, and it just wasn't. And it was a lot. And then I came back and I tried to do like the live sessions and just like do it in one go, one take, live take, and just didn't work out. And it didn't work out for a number of reasons. But basically, I'm really saying third time's a charm, because I need this. I need this outlet for me to have a place to put these thoughts that are in my head, these ideas, these theories, these things that I'm learning and figuring out. And I feel like, maybe in the past, well, if I'm really just being blunt and honest, I've said this before in several of my videos that I want to take you all on the journey with me, which is 100% absolutely true. But I think I didn't really do that. I mean, I did it, but I didn't really do that because I think a lot of it has to do, religious upbringing, right? And I guess I didn't feel like growing up that I could really talk about the struggles and the things that I was going through until there was some sort of hope, some sort of, and whatever that hope is, right? Some sort of hope that, growing up, it was like the hope that, oh, God is going to fix it all. And I still think, even when I was creating content before, that there was still some of that habit that was in me, that it was like, okay, yeah, I want to take people on my journey, but can I really share this information? Can I really share this part of my journey if I don't have that sense of hope, if it's not there? And I think the more that I learn about life, the older that I get, the more that I'm like, there is a lot of hope inside of saying where you're at for the purpose of showing that the people that are watching, you all and myself, that we're not alone. And I think that there's hope in that. Even if there's no hope at the end of the message, at the end of the video, just simply being vulnerable and saying where I'm at is, it gets me out of my isolated funk, and it might get you all out of your isolated funk, and it might help, more conversation to be able to take place to where you don't have to isolate yourself to heal yourself and then come out healed, and then that's when you can have a voice. It just doesn't, it's not, I recognize now, I see that now that I was doing that a lot in the past, and it doesn't have to be that way. So I was trying to bring messages of hope and healing when I was in a really dark place, honestly. And I've written a script for this video. Like, I tried to write a script for this video, and I tried to write a script for this video, basically saying third time's a charm, I'm back, this and that, it's gonna be all good. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know. I know that I am gonna start making more videos now, because I went from working 6 days a week, having that one day off to kind of play catch up, and now a lot's changed, and now I have 2 days off, so I can dedicate one day to YouTube, to making videos. And I haven't been able to do that in the last 2 years. So this time, hopefully third time's a charm, and it will be different. But I want to, that's, so all of this that I'm saying is kind of off script, but so all of that being said, a lot of my life has changed, and here's the script. Here's what I wanted to say. Like I said, yeah, this is what I wrote down, even though I tried to come up with some sort of solid plan for you all. This is just what it is. A lot of things in my life have changed within the last 5 months. For one, you might recognize this new area, and that's because I moved out of the house that I was at, my parents' house. I got my license to be a massage therapist, and so I've been working full-time as a massage therapist, still doing bartending some, but I just moved back a day so that I would only be working 5 days instead of 6. But there is so much that I've learned in massage therapy, just in my practice so far, and just the anatomy as a whole and how it weirdly ties in with everything that I've been learning, like spiritually. And there's like been this connection, like in the last 2 years, it's weird, like psychology, spirituality, and like health and anatomy. I don't know, it just seems to have been more popularized, that it's all kind of blending together, which to me seems really cool. So anyway, like I said, lots changed. Moved out, which has been incredibly freeing, but if I'm just honest, pretty lonely at times. And there's a whole story there, which I feel lonely, but I'm not actually lonely. It has to do with a lot of different stuff, and I'm going to talk about it in later videos. And like I said, I'm a licensed massage therapist now, which feels great. It feels really cool that I can help people, not just on YouTube and making videos like I love to do, but I also help people as a full-time job now in a different way, which is really, really awesome, really fun. And lastly, this year has been just absolutely insane. The last 5 months have been just insane. From the last video that I made, because I was trying to do the whole, I'm going to do these live videos, and it's just going to be like a one hit, one take wonder, and whoever watches it, and who doesn't, and whatever. It didn't work. But when I was making those videos, I didn't realize how much of a dark place that I was in. And I didn't realize that I had been in that dark place for a long time. It all kind of came together in January for me. It was another one of those moments where, you know, you kind of like try to put your life together like this really complicated puzzle, and you try to make sense of it all. And January for me was a big piece of the puzzle. I was so lost, so shattered and broken, going through an identity crisis, going through things that I was lost. I was very lost. And my sister recommended that I talk to one of her friends who's a clinical psychologist. And I talked to her for a good like 2 hours, and she was pretty amazing. She just listened to everything that was going on, my story. And what she said to me just really, it shook my entire world. Everything crumbled. And for the last 5 months, I have been rebuilding. And it's taken a lot of work. And I'm still working. I'm still healing. I'm still, yeah, I feel like I've done a 180. And it's not to say that anything that I've said on this channel is, I believe any different. I mean, yeah, my beliefs, non-beliefs, theories of life have, shaped, shifted and molded and all of that kind of stuff. But, I still hold a lot of the theories that I've put out on this channel. But it's like my internal environment has completely changed. In a good way, in a really good way. And I think this is probably the best that I've ever been, but it's also one of the darkest nights of the soul I've ever experienced. And it's just so weird, that dichotomy between the two, that juxtaposed place. I love that word, juxtaposed. Anyway, that juxtaposed place of both and it's just, it's such a great and beautiful place to be. But it is, some days I wake up completely broken, and some days I wake up and I'm like, I feel peace for the first time, and I think my entire life. And, just circling back to what I was saying at the beginning of the video, I want to talk about all of it and share all of it. And for the purpose and the intent of, maybe some of the things I say will seem hopeless. But let me tell you, when I was in high school and I would listen to like these music, like super heavy bands, and they would like, it was really sad music, and there wouldn't be a lot of hope in the song. To me, I realized I would listen to those songs, I would listen to that music, and that music would save me, not because it was sad music, but because I knew I wasn't alone. And because that gave me hope. That gave me more of a inclination, more of a motivation to hold on to life, and that life is worth living and life is worth fighting for. Simply knowing that I'm not alone, and that there is a safe place to express that darkness, that hopelessness, that isolatedness. I think I felt safe in that. And so I think sharing quote unquote hopeless messages can actually be really healing for those that are going through the same thing. And I think I'm realizing that more and more. And it's okay to be in a in-between. Like, I don't have to believe or not believe. I don't have to be a theist or atheist or whatever. I can just simply be in this place of searching. I can simply be in this place of learning and creating and encouraging and inspiring. And that's what I want to do. I think that's what this channel is. That's what this channel has always been about. But I feel like I haven't been able to fully step into that because of my own junk that I was going through. And I didn't know that I was going through it until like January. And like I said, I've just been rebuilding. And I want to share it. I want to share it with you all. And so, yeah, that's it. That's the whole point of why I wanted to make this video. That I'm working one less day a week, and I want to dedicate that day to making YouTube videos, and really truly sharing my journey. I think in the past, when I would talk about things, I always tried to have an answer. But because I wasn't okay with just sharing the question. And I think that that's so important, that we can share a question without having to have an answer. Because I'm not going to say nobody has answers, because people have answers. There's a lot of people out there that don't. And it's okay to share the question without having an answer. So, yeah, that's what this is about. That's what the Misfits are about. That's what the philosophical Misfits are about. So, yeah, third time's a charm. I'm pretty confident that it's probably gonna stick this time, just because of where I'm at in life now. And I realize how much I need this for myself. I mean, I love this community that I've built here on YouTube and that has stayed with me. But I also do it for me because I need this outlet. I need a place to share my thoughts and share my experiences and share my journey. And so it gives me a place to do so. And you all are so amazing that you listen and you talk and we conversate and all of that. So here's to the future that is now. Here's to the future that is now. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace.